Another one? What's with these guys?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy Ivorian Spice, and I'm here with the latest Manchester United news. You get me, bruv. You get me. But it's another week for Manchester United, as it's been an interesting week last week, and a couple of news has come through, a couple of transfers have gone through. So I'm pretty much happy. Manchester United winning their games against Liverpool last week, and the following week against Melbourne victory. Of course, at the MCG, the Melbourne Cricket Ground Arena, it has been big. And tomorrow as well, we have Manchester United playing Crystal Palace. But I've always, remember to subscribe, smash that like button. Remember to press the notification button. If you want to share across all social medias as well. Red United TV is delighted to announce that we have partnered up with, of course, BetUS. And if you want that promo code to get 10% cash back, press the link in the link description and sign up to BetUS. BetUS is one of the biggest leading betting companies in America, in the States. But Red United are proud to announce that. Of course, we are doing things here. You get me? On the watch along, you will see the logos, you will see the graphics and etc. But of course, this is just the news. But as always, we are joined with the man them. Of course, let me introduce you to Jegs. Big up, Jegs.
Bro,
it's a sunny day in London. How are you feeling, my brother?
Well, I'm just trying to keep cool, man. It's quite hot, man. It's been a hot day, but all good. Happy to see United have won a couple of games as well in the preseason. So, yeah, all good, bro. How you doing? You good?
I am doing well. For those of you, remember to subscribe, get your comments up, post all your questions relating to Manchester United. And if you want to contribute, send your super chat or send your thanks or contribute via PayPal. Let me introduce you to Jerome. Jerome, how you feeling, my brother? How's it been?
Yeah, I've been all good, man. It's been a challenging day. I can't lie. Dealing with this heat and working at the same time, it's not easy. Like, you just gotta grind through it, really. But we don't get this sort of weather that often, so you gotta make the most of it. So I did go out for a little walk earlier in the day just to test the weather, because you got to experience it. You gotta know how hot it is out there. So yeah, in terms of United, yeah, it's positive to see that we're finally getting some signings in and a couple of victories in pre-season. So although the signings are coming in a bit late, it looks like we're doing some good work on the pitch, which is encouraging.
Definitely, and there have been some videos and etc. from the ManUnited.com website. Ten Hag doing some impressive drills for something that we haven't seen for the last 5 years, except for rondos. But hey, we're not about that. We're not here to slander anyone. Ems, my boy, he's in the building. You're on mute, my brother, just to let you know. But big up to you. What are you saying, bro?
Listen, I echo what Jerome and Jake are saying, bro. Woo, it's hot when my I've always got the towel, bloody.
I've got the towel in front of the lights, brother.
Bro, I can't lie, but I was up from early because my mother disturbed me, but on the phone and that. But bro, I went outside. Just to walk to my house to the station, the drip on my face. It's not a joke, but yeah, man. Other than that, I've been alright. I was off work today, back tomorrow, and tomorrow's gonna be worse than today, so I'm kind of dreading it.
Yes, I hear that. But guys, for those who are here, let's get straight started because, of course, we've got a lot of things to discuss. We've got the signing, the agreement of Lisandro Martinez from Ajax to Manchester United that will take place pending, of course, medical and also work permit and whatever personal agreements Manchester United we'll do that. And of course, we have Christian Eriksen, who signed for Manchester United last week. Brilliant signing, of course, in midfield. People say squad depth or probably first team, but it is what it is. And of course, we've got Erik ten Hag's exclusive interview that he took place with Sky Sports, where he spoke about his signings and the squad itself. So we will also have a look at that. And a bit of transfer news. Well, as mentioned, that have been linked with a Lens fullback called Jonathan Kloss. And of course, the latest regarding Cristiano Ronaldo himself. It is what it is. But first, let's start off with the Lisandro Martinez. As you can see here, guys, on the Manchester United website, it says that Manchester United are delighted to announce the club have reached agreement with Ajax for the transfer of Argentinian international defender Lisandro Martinez, subject to medical to players being finalized and to the UK visa requirement. Moving on from there, as I can just want to bring up the Sky Sports, of course, because they had an in-depth article on the actual transfer itself. Let me share that with you. As you can see there, again, 57. And one thing about I was saying before, Lisandro Martinez, is that Arsenal was also involved. Again, we also said that the United have needed a left-sided centre-back, and the manager wanted somebody who's quite comfortable in possession. As you know, Lisandro Martinez is very comfortable in possession of the ball, very good at bringing the ball out from the back, an aggressive defender. As they call it, as nickname, they call him the Butcher in Argentinian, in Spanish, whatever it is. Even at Ajax, very good when it comes to set pieces as well, and good at driving the ball forward and creating chances and getting involved with the attack. On top of that, he can cover the ground, he reads the ball, and apparently he's got a good leap. He can win his aerial challenges. People are worried that he's 5'9", but again, to me, you don't have to be the tallest to be the best defenders in the world. As long as you've got the attributes and you can read, you can tackle, you are strong, and you're very good. Because some of the short people have the best leaps in the air. So yes, let me start it off with you, Jerome. Jerome, what's your feeling on this Lisandro Martinez? And then I will move it up to Jegs, and then Ems, you can go after Jegs. What's your feeling on this signing?
Yeah, I'm quite happy with this signing, to be honest, because we desperately needed someone to come in at centre back because we're looking quite timid in that area at the moment. So it's going to be good competition for our current centre backs. And we've got too many centre backs at the moment. So I'm just hoping that he's able to come in and cement his place in that team, because we need to break up that partnership of Maguire and Lindelof that we had last season. And as you said, much has been made about Lisandro Martinez's height, but I don't see any issues with that, because Ten Hag's style of play is going to be based on possession, dominating the game and playing attacking football. And as long as we've got the ball for the majority of the game, then we're unlikely to be put under severe pressure. So, and as you said, Lisandro's got the good attributes in defence, even for someone that's under 6 foot. So he's good in the air, he's good at his feet, he can pass it from the back, and those are the attributes that we've been missing for the last couple of seasons. So he'll be able to help us progress the ball from out the back and start attacking plays instead of just playing on the back foot and just getting pammed every week. So yeah, I'm quite encouraged by that signing. And as is typical Argentinian, likes to get stuck in as well. So I'm pretty sure he'll be able to adapt to the physical aspect in the Premier League. Obviously, it's a different level to the Dutch league, but I think he's up for the challenge. You could see that he was almost like he was going to force a transfer request to come to United. So I'm happy to see that there's a player that has got a strong desire to play for our club, and it's not almost being forced to come here. So yeah, that's what we need. We need players that want to play. On top of that,
he himself, Jerome, forced a move to Manchester United. He told Ajax he wants to move to Manchester United. So there's a player that's actually fighting for us.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need. We need someone with strong desire to play for our club. So yeah, it's all good. He's looking like he's ticking all the boxes, apart from his height, from what rival friends are saying. But I'm not too bothered about the height.
And Jags, go on.
Mixed feelings on this one, you know. Just going off what Jerome said, the key thing is the height. I know you say he's got a good leap. My concern is Maguire. Yeah. Maguire defensively, gets bullied in the air. So to a dominant centre back, 6 foot tall, 6 foot plus, come in and be that number one solid centre back, you know? However, I feel like there's so many more positives. The fact that we need a centre back, and Ten Hag has worked with him before. Argentinians are strong. Look at the likes of Tevez and Heinze as well. Gabriel Heinze. So yeah, it's a good signing. Yeah. He can play out from the back. Heinze, exactly. He was a strong player as well. So yeah, it's a good signing. He can play out from the back. I'm more hopeful than anything. Personally, I would have gone for centre back. However, I can't. We needed a centre back, and we got the job done. So let's just see what it's all about, and if he can hack the Premier League. Hopefully, he can.
And Ems, what's your thoughts on this signing of Lisandro Martinez?
Lisandro Martinez. To be honest with you, I'm with Jegs, and I'm kind of mixed with it. Like, I just think when you come to the Premier League, right? I know, like, Pep's come in, and I think teams these days are trying to play on the ground, innit? So maybe it won't be such a bad signing. But if you have teams like Burnley and who's another long ball merchant team, Stoke, and that, then it'll be a massive problem. But I think I just got mixed views, man. I just hope if he's coming to play, I hope he's playing alongside Varane and not Maguire. So I just want the so-called club captain not to be starting for Man United Football Club, because I'm very scared. Anytime he plays, I'm scared, because when we play a high line, he don't have pace to come back. So with Lisandro Martinez, he's got pace, he's good on the ball, you know, he's fearless.
He reads the game well. He's very good at reading the game, anticipating.
Yeah. And we forgot, man can play 3 positions, innit? Centre back, left back. Obviously, we're stopped at left back at the moment, and defensive midfield. But what I might say is, you know, Dutch managers, right? They're very particular, like, in terms of, they like to have balance in it. They like to have a left footer on the left side. As you notice with Van Gaal, when he had Blind, he put Blind left centre back. And now, and also when Van Gaal came, remember, he was looking at left sided centre backs because he wants to have the balance. So I think this is another reason, you know, why we were looking for a left centre back and we went for Martinez, in my opinion.
Yeah, on top of that, if you look at Martinez as well, as I said it before, his last season, he had more headed chances, more headed clearance, 29 than any other players, and won 79 of his 122 aerial duels, giving him a rate success of 71%, putting him second only to Harry Maguire amongst Manchester United and also Arsenal's current defense. So that being vulnerable in the air as well, again, we have to consider that the guy wins these headers as well. 71% of it. How often does Harry Maguire wins it? He's second to none when it comes to the tallest guy that plays for Manchester United, who's supposed to be great in the air. Do you know what I mean? Jerome, what's your thoughts on this with the statistics there?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's why I'm still encouraged by the Lisandro Martinez deal, because I've said before, Maguire's like what? He's over 6 foot. He was brought in to be that strong commanding centre back, but he's anything but. He's shown that in his Man United career, and we finished last season on 0 goal difference. So that tells you all you need to know, really. So I just think that we just need someone to complement Martinez in that defence, and I'm just not keen on Maguire being trustworthy in that position. It just seems at the moment like he's just big for nothing, to be honest. All the attributes that we brought in him for, he's not shown that he's capable of doing that on a consistent basis. And we need consistency at the highest level. So
would you say that Martinez will be our first choice centre back? Would you say?
I hope he is, but we need someone to complement him. So someone like Varane who has the height and he can actually play ball as well. He could be the answer, but the only reservation is that we're not too sure on Varane's long-term fitness. But we definitely need someone to complement Martinez. But as of now, I think obviously Martinez, if he can come in and show that he's able to cement himself in the team, then he'll be first choice long-term.
This is why Maguire's going to start. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, big up Yaya says Obafemi Martinez was 5'8" or something. He can out jump anyone when he was playing. Mr. East 2, big up Sim says, big up, bro. What formation you think is the best with the new signings? I'm going to give that to you, Jex, you know, since you're the most critical person in this room right now. What do you think is the best formation for with Manchester United? And just imagine that Manchester United got all their signings, including
I think everyone knows what's name, man. 4-3-3. One DM with two centre mids. 8 and a 10. We don't listen, in my opinion. So 4 at the back, one DM, which will most likely be De Jong if we can beg him to come. And you choose out of the front three.
Fair enough. I want to make sure if everyone can hear me properly because I think my mic acted up for a hot second. Anyone can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, it's jumping a bit, but it's all right now. Yeah.
I do apologize for that. For those who are truly, remember to subscribe, smash that like button as well. Remember to share as well. And of course, if you want to join Bet US, of course, you can always click the link in the chat and also in the comment. You'll get a 10% cash. I think is it cash up, cash raise. You get something. You get a promo regardless. But we're moving on to another news, of course. Manchester United, the second signing as well. Christian Eriksen, a familiar player we all know that's played in the Premier League, Tottenham Hotspurs, then went to Inter Milan, then had a good spell after his little incident that he had in the Euros, which was just really sad. But of course, he joined Brentford, of course, with the cardiac arrest, and has done well in it, and he's taken them into new heights and ensured that they were safe in the Premier League. Eriksen, of course, let me just introduce that. Let me bring that straight in for you guys. I don't even know why I never had it ready. As you can see there from the Man United website, which they were delighted to announce. Free transfer, guys. Manchester United is pleased to confirm that Christian Eriksen has joined the club, signing a contract until 2025. The midfielder has capped 115 times for Denmark, scored 38 goals for his country. Eriksen has played 237 games in the Premier League, registered 52 goals and 71 assists. Eriksen himself says that Manchester United is a special club and I cannot wait to get started. I have had the privilege of playing at Old Trafford many times, but to do it in the red shirt, United will be an amazing feeling. He also said that I have seen Erik's work at Ajax and know the level of details and preparation that he and his staff puts into every day. It is clear that he's a fantastic coach, having spoken with him and learned more about his vision and the way he wants the team to play. I am even more excited for the future. I still have major ambitions in the game. There is a huge amount that I know and I can achieve. And this is the perfect place to continue my journey. Beautiful things to say. Let me just pick up. Yeah, says that he's only 30, so that's good. Yes, obviously, yeah, he's still in his prime, you know, as a midfielder. So we've got a good player that can be involved in the squad as well, starting 11. I'm going to go straight to you, Ems. Ems, what is your thoughts on Christian Eriksen? Is it a good free signing or Manchester United just wasted their time?
I'll be honest, right? I think it's a great signing. All these Danny Murphys chatting rubbish here. These people are Man United haters, bro. They don't want us to do well. That's why he chats out of his arse. I think it's a great signing. He can play number 10. He can play centre mid. He can play with 2A. You can use Eriksen in the centre for a number of positions, isn't it? So I think maybe to start with, he probably won't start, but he will get his fair share of games, isn't it? Because I really think Ten Hag's gonna use him. You know what I'm saying? Because we need players that can recycle the ball, man. Keep the ball, keep it ticking. We ain't had that since Michael Carrick. We haven't had someone that you know can control the game, dictate, and all of that. You know, you see players like Luka Modric at 37 or 36, controlling the game. We haven't had that, man. All these kick and run footballers, these McTominays and Freds, bro. So now we're gonna have some that ball playing footballers. So I'm excited, man. I can't wait for him to get started.
No, and what about you, Jerome? What's your thoughts on the whole Christian Eriksen? Are you happy about that?
Yeah, definitely. I think it could be one of it could be one of the best signings. Oh, you're saying? Oh, I think you're talking to me. Sorry, you just talking to me?
Yeah, I was talking to you, Jerome. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, someone interrupted. Yeah. No, I think it could be one of the best free signings in the window potentially. I agree with Ems. I think he's going to start off from the bench, but I think he'll definitely grow into the team. And the good thing is, I think it's going to keep players like Bruno on his toes, because I think that Bruno was given a pass last season on poor performances. He was still playing week in, week out. So I think now this added competition will help strengthen the overall squad. And I think that there's some aspects in Eriksen's game that's better than Bruno's in terms of keeping the ball, retaining possession, and his passing ability, and not giving the ball away so often. So, and Ten Hag knows him very well through his time in the Dutch league. Eriksen's already got Premier League experience. As you said, he's played over 200 games. So, yeah, he could help us create a lot of chances, and hopefully we start scoring a lot of goals and have like a positive goal difference going forward. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Eriksen does for us on the Ten Hag.
And what about you, Jegs? What's your thoughts on this signing? Are you happy about this, or you think that we could have just spent the wage budget elsewhere? Jegs, I am talking to you.
No, it was a very good signing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like United without.
You're not. I am talking to you. I'm talking to you, bro. Go on, Jegs.
This is how.
Sorry, my internet's a bit slow. Yeah, it's a great signing. But the fact that it's a free transfer, I feel like United should have dipped into that free market even a bit earlier. Like we've said previously, Frankie was available on the free. I thought we should have snapped him up. So the fact that we're signing Eriksen on a free transfer is great. He's someone that doesn't lose the ball too often, you know. At the same time, not to put a damper on it, I feel like this signing also shows who we are as a team. The fact that our centre midfield needs so much help, and we're having to bring in Eriksen at the age of 30 years old to try and help us, shows where we are. However, that being said, hopefully Eriksen can get the best out of Eriksen and get him free kicks. And that is one specialty of Eriksen's. He puts them away. So hopefully we'll take up free kicks and we can score a few more, because our free kick takers are awful. Bar Bruno, but Bruno's hitting missing as well. Good thing.
That is right. You are absolutely right, Jex, that we our free kick takes are not as good as they're supposed to be. In regards to that, Erik Ten Hag signing both players that he's not familiar well, that know the system, it's only a good thing to embed, because at the moment, these players that we're about to sign won't be able to join the tour, guys. And by the time they join up, the guys will probably end up leaving by the end of the week. And so we have 2 more friendlies to play before the season starts, so you can probably embed them into the team. But moving on from Christian Eriksen and Lisandro Martinez, we move it up straight to Erik Ten Hag, who had an interview with Sky Sports, asked various questions regarding the team and also his signings as well, and how he wants the players to play as well, which was very intense. It's about 7 minutes long. For you guys who haven't seen it, go on Sky Sports YouTube or skysports.com and have a look at the interview itself. Of course, he said he had the first 3 weeks has been good so far. He was asked a couple of questions about how impressed he was. He said that I see the response well in every session. They give maximum, and that is also transferred into the game. I'm not satisfied. I think they have to bring more, but it will not come overnight, and it takes time. It is a process, and absolutely right. It is a process to learn a philosophy of where a manager wants to play. That takes time, and it's all about fans being patient. I know the media won't be patient. The media will just go straight into it as soon as Ten Hag loses his first game. Maybe it'll be the first game. We lose our first game. Everyone gets the shits. All the fans are panicking and going crazy, saying, "What the F is this?" That potentially could happen, but we need patience as well. We need to understand where we are as fans. He also said that the demands is that they give they have to get more fit, and they are now. As Marcus Rashford said, as Scott McTominay said, they are fitter than they were last season. So I'm wondering, a few weeks with Ten Hag, how badly fit were they last season? It is scary to hear that you're fitter than what you was last season after 2 or 3 weeks of training session with this guy. Unless he said it for promo reasons, obviously you can't say anything bad about your coaches or where you currently work, which makes sense. But yes, as you're saying, but we are building. It is also responsible of the players themselves to be fit. After that, he spoke about the players that he signed. He was questioned regarding the player of Lisandro Martinez. He said that Lisandro Martinez is a different type. He's a warrior. You know, that's big. I need to highlight that. He is a warrior because we've been missing some warriors at Manchester United for a very long time. Ever since the likes of Nemanja Vidic, who will probably eat grass in front of your face just to scare you. Yeah, if you're an attacker, we've been missing that. The likes of Rio Ferdinand, the Patrice Evra, the Roy Keanes. But yes, back as he was saying, he's a warrior. He brings aggressiveness, but he can also play football and he has a good left foot. That is also what you need in the balance of them players who can create and also players who can defend. The defending part, we want to be proactive and to be in the highest intensity defending. We are now 3 weeks on our way, and we are working on the defenders part as well to be proactive. He also spoke about Christian Eriksen and the young prospects as well, which I would like to bring, but for that, I'll put that on pause. I'm going to go straight to you guys. What's your thoughts on Erik ten Hag so far, on the way he's been training the guys, his training sessions, the way the team's been playing? I'm going to start it off with you, because I know you don't like being picked last as well. So I'm picking you first.
Like this, you know what, right? I don't know, man. It's like we're expecting miracles, like we're expecting like water to turn into wine, bro. He can only do the best he's got with the players he's got. Let's be honest. Like I can't expect someone like, I know I keep picking on the man, someone like McTominay to start playing through balls, bro, and recycling the balls. You know what I mean? That's expecting a bit too much from the man. So, but I do think we are going to see a big difference. I think we're going to see people coached. But whether they're going to be like better players, that's another discussion. So I feel like Ten Hag's just going to do the best he can. That's why he's gone for players that he trusts and he's worked with before. So hopefully, I think though, I feel more positive about this season and him giving the chance to rebuild our squad than I did with the previous regime. I don't want to mention him. So I think, man, I'm a bit optimistic this season. But, you know, I'm not expecting us to challenge for the title. I'm just expecting us. I just want to see improvement on the pitch. And then hopefully we see the improvement on the pitch, then we, we'll go up in the league table, in my opinion.
Definitely. And who else wants to add to that? Let me move it up to you, Jakes.
For me, you know how I feel on the background stuff. For me, the proof is in the pudding, and I'd like to reserve my judgment on Ten Hag until the season starts. And not even just that, I feel like as fans, we need to be patient and realize it takes a lot of time to implement a new a way of playing within a team. So I'm personally going to give him 2 seasons before I can fully judge him and say whether or not he's failed or succeeded in his role. But most of the news I get comes from Red United TV, and the news that you've been putting out there, Pete, is that he's doing well in the training grounds. The players are receptive to him, and it all sounds rosy and it sounds good. I am happy, but I'm not going to get gassed because I've been here every year for almost the last decade now. So let's wait and see. But it's possible. It looks like we've got a proper gaffer in charge. It looks like. But again, let's wait and see.
And Drew, what's your opinion? Do you agree with Jegs, or you've got things to add to it?
Yeah, I'm actually happy with the progress so far shown. I've seen a lot of the coaching drills that Ten Hag's implemented, and you can actually see at this very early stage that you can see the way Ten Hag wants to play by the way the team's performing on the pitch. We're already starting to pass out from the back. And that was something that we struggled to do for a few years under the previous regime. So that's a positive that he's already looking like he's got the players to understand how he wants to play. But the only thing is, it's only pre-season, and the pressure's kind of off in pre-season. So the big test is to see if he's able to get that replicated into competitive games when the season starts. But yeah, it's very encouraging so far. It's good that Ten Hag's looking to target the players that he really knows and understands, because we've got a long way to go to reach the heights of Liverpool and City. So the basis is that he needs to get players that he knows already, and then just sort of that knows his philosophy, and just sort of build from there, really. But yeah, it's good to see players doing things that we haven't seen. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting season ahead, and I hope that I hate to mention Liverpool as an example, but I like to see us progress in the same way that Liverpool did in Klopp's first season, where they didn't win anything, but you could see that there was a style of play that was being implemented, and you could see that they were on an upward trajectory to where they are now. And I hope that we can sort of go on a similar journey that Liverpool did with the coaching methods that Ten Hag's got in place.
Yes, absolutely. I hope so too, and I hope we emulate that, the way City and the way Liverpool is set up. I hope Manchester United can learn from the mistakes, but we shall see until the season starts, man. Moving on from Ten Hag, there's been a transfer rumor that came out regarding Manchester United being close to an advanced talks with a fullback from Lens, which I probably believe that you guys yourself probably never really heard of him. Even myself, I've never seen him play, never heard of him. Let me just quickly bring up so we can briefly just discuss. I know no one's got nothing on this guy. So it looks like one of those ones where you just briefly touched on this. As you can see here, he's a fullback that plays right. He's a French fullback called Jonathan Kloss. That's how you pronounce his name. Apparently, Manchester United have offered around £7 million has been submitted and soon to be accepted by the League One club. Manchester United are in advanced talks to sign this Lens fullbacks, 29, who has excelled since moving to Lens 2 years ago, with his performance down the right finally winning him international recognition. Several Premier League players, including Chelsea and Arsenal, have been linked with Kloss, but it now appears as though United are firmly in the driving seat. Whether or not that's true, I don't know, guys. Just as collective, what are you guys, your thoughts on this? Are you, because you guys, none of you guys have probably heard of him.
Yes, it's the first I've heard of him, to be honest. But that's the excitement of having Ten Hag in charge, is that we're going to be targeting players that we're not familiar with. They're not big names, but they could be gems, and that's what we need to start doing. We need to undertake a different transfer strategy, and not just buy names for the sake of shirt sales. And just buy actual players that can fit into the system and help the team develop. So we have to see on this one. But yeah, I don't know anything about him, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Does anyone want to add to that?
I like to say that man never heard of this guy, and 29 years old is a bit scary. I don't really want a 29-year-old like pushing 30. I want to go back to the old model where we was buying young players and making them into superstars, and that's how we're making our money commercially. Then going out there spending 70 million on a commercial signing, and man ain't being on the pitch, bruv, and all of that. I want to go back to the days we were signing Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez, and we was building them up, and then we was making money. Well, I don't care about the money side, but you know what I mean. Because the club.
But Ems, don't you think sometimes we need someone of his age in that defense to help with the experience and bring the calmness down? Because of course we've been hanging our hopes on Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That's probably not as experienced as this guy is, that's playing at the highest level. You know, so we just don't know. Sometimes I feel like we might need that little bit of experience that can guide us through games. So he might be someone that's very cool, calm, collective. He's got the talent, just like Jerome said. He's probably a gem. Sometimes you don't need to go for the extravagant, lavish players. Sometimes you need to go for those guys that know their job. They know that they're not good enough, or they know that at a certain level and they're willing to work for the team. What's your thoughts?
I didn't say go for commercial siding. I just said
I'm just saying
I want someone a bit younger. Because what we gonna £7 million? I think I'm for £7 million or €7 million, whichever that is. Then that's we could take an L on that. But
it's a low risk.
It's a low risk. Sorry, yeah. But then I did read somewhere that we'll be linked with Hakimi. I don't know if you lot saw it, but
I saw that, but I thought, we're not getting Hakimi.
I know that's
yeah. We're not at that level yet. We're not at that level to be targeting those sort of players.
but you know what, Ivorian, though? I think you're all right. Like if we do sign him, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, what am I not doing? Are they crackheads or something? I'll be like, all right, cool, let's give it a go. Now, because we need sometimes go another route. We've tried the commercial players for the last 10 years, and we haven't even got anywhere close. We ain't even got like 5 points close to whoever's been top of the league. I think the closest we got was it 12 points or something like that? Or
I think it was 15 under Oli, I think.
Yeah.
We got that second place. Yeah,
everyone's gloating about that. That was a one team title race. But anyways, yeah.
Well, let me move it on, guys, to our final topic, of course, before we end the show. Big up to everyone that's tuned in. Remember to smash that like button. Remember to share as well. Click the links description to contribute to the channel. And let us know your comments if you're watching on playback as well. And keep your questions Manchester United related. Last but not least, is the most infamous person, the one that we speak about all the time, Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo himself. This is coming from Daily Mails and other outlets as well. Cristiano Ronaldo set to join Atletico Madrid according to a bombshell report in Spain. I think that is called Mars, the Spanish journalist called Marsa, something like that, after a one-to-way Manchester United star branding the return of a likelihood, which is quite crazy. Ronaldo being linked to Atletico Madrid, because a lot of people were saying that, wait, you can't just do that. Yeah, you play for Real Madrid, you know, you can't be playing for Atletico Madrid. It's some of the stuff is a bit forbidden. Same thing when he was about to join City. Are you in belief of this? Because of course, I don't know if Atletico Madrid can afford these wages, but apparently they've put money aside and they're willing to offer him about around 475,000 euros per week. What's your guys' thoughts on this? Sorry, let me just remove that. Was a bit weird.
I was gonna say, right, if Man City really wanted Ronaldo, do you think he would have gone City?
No.
I think he would have went. If it wasn't for that call from Fergie, he would have went City. Like, why would you go to United over City? Like, City was guaranteed trophies, guaranteed Champions League every season. United, under our previous regime, come on. That was like so high risk. So that's the way I see it. Anyway, people might have different opinions, but he was ready to go City.
I personally can't see Cristiano Ronaldo ruining his Real Madrid legacy to go Atletico Madrid. I can't see him and Simeone working. There's no way. Man wants to be playing 11 man behind the ball. I can't personally can't see it. There's more of a chance of him staying at Man United than going to Atletico Madrid, in my opinion.
And just remember as well, in Spain they're brutal. They don't like traitors in Spain.
The only reason why I can see it is because everyone else has rejected him. No one else can afford him right now. So I think Ronaldo might even force this move, if anything, because how silly would he look now after saying he wants to leave and the big European clubs have said basically we don't want you, and he stays at United. So even if it means receiving a little bit less, I heard that Atletico Madrid want to sell 1 or 2 players to save some money for Ronaldo. So it is feasible. I think it's probably a 50-50 thing. It might happen, it might not. But what other options does Ronaldo have after this?
The only option he has is staying, in my opinion.
Yeah, to be honest, I'd be shocked if he went to Atletico Madrid, to be honest. Their style of play is not suited for a 37, 38-year-old. I can tell you that for sure. But we'll see. I just think that he's because...
Remember the season they signed Suarez? Didn't they win La Liga?
Well, Suarez was like 33, I think. 33, 34.
Yeah.
They did win La Liga with Suarez.
Yeah, but Suarez is a different type of player to Ronaldo. Ronaldo doesn't really get involved.
Bro, Suarez is a cannibal, bro.
Yeah, that's what Suarez is all action. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just think that there's too much running for strikers in the Atletico system, and I don't know if Ronaldo's.
You gotta work hard. You gotta work hard. Yeah. You can't just be walking.
Yeah, it's too much work for a 37-year-old. Yeah. But if he's that desperate to leave United and they want him, I'm sure we'll go. But yeah, we'll have to see on that one. But he's being offered around the houses lately.
You guys be happy if he stays?
Yeah, I don't mind if he stays.
Yeah, if he stays. Yeah, but it's only one season.
Happy if he stays.
I don't mind if he stays, but he's got to apologize to the fans because he's ruining the transfer strategy by doing all of this.
But
Yeah,
he
me
never
too.
come out and actually said he written a statement saying he wants to leave.
Bro, well, the news
But
are the
I'm
news,
just-
isn't it?
Yeah, but obviously he can come out and squash it and say whatever. But is it a play? Is he doing what he's doing a play to get the signings cracking? That's what I'm saying. People do these things, bro, to get signings,
shall
get contracts. They do all of these things. You know what I'm saying?
We shall see. Right now, Ronaldo's doing exactly what he did at Juventus. He's not turning up for preseason due to family reasons. I don't want to say anything bad because it could potentially be family reasons because he's had a season where he's had issues as well with his personal life. But the fact that he hasn't been involved in preseason, that's what also scares players. I mean, scares the Manchester United fans that he potentially might believe he's doing the same thing he done with Juventus. So we shall see. But guys, let me end it there. Big up to everyone that's tuned in, of course, and those who are watching on the playback. Remember to post your thoughts in the comment section, and of course, as always, remember to subscribe to Red United TV. Follow Red United TV on Instagram. We're on the verge of to 11,000 followers, and of course, remember to subscribe. As I say again, smash the like button, and if you want to join and sign up to Bet US, where you can get your 10% cash up or cash right. I can't even remember. Let me just cash bonus. Sorry, 10% cash bonus. Click on the link. Red United TV, proud to be partnered with Bet US. So click on the link description there, and then you can sign up there as well. And as always, remember to join us next week, Monday as well, 8 p.m. for your latest Manchester United news. And of course, on Wednesday at 8 p.m. on Instagram TV, Instagram Live. I will be live to interact with the followers, with the fans. So if you want, follow Red United TV and come and have your say. This is the only way you get to speak to me live and direct. It's the only way to get a feature on Red United. You will not, probably most likely will never get a chance to come on the YouTube channel, but you'll get a chance to meet and ask your questions on Instagram TV. But until next week, as always, from the guys, peace, love. Remember to keep it united. Remember to keep it Red United. Your boys are out. Peace.
Peace out.